Oh, my dear squad, gather around because today we need to set the record straight yet again. You know, it never ceases to amaze me just how far some corners of the royal family and their little cheerleaders in the press will go to erase, diminish and disrespect Prince Harry. The latest? Oh, they've outdone themselves this time, so it's Armed Forces Day, a day to honour and uplift all those brave souls who put their lives on the line to serve, protect and defend their country. A day that transcends politics, family squabbles and petty feuds. A day that should unite, not divide. But apparently the royal family decided that this day was the perfect opportunity to show the world just how petty they can be. They posted a message, of course. Saluting all members of the military this Armed Forces Day, they said. Thank you for your tireless service, protecting the UK and promoting peace overseas. All lovely words. On the surface, it's all very proper, very polished, very royal. But when you dig deeper, you find a glaring omission so big it screams louder than any royal trumpet fanfare. Where was Prince Harry, the King's own son, who served for nearly a decade, who went to Afghanistan not once but twice, who saw real combat, who founded Invictus to honour wounded veterans around the world? Where was the mention of this man who has given so much of himself to the military community? Now, let's pause for a second and remember, Harry didn't just wear a uniform for photo ops. He didn't just stand at parades and wave. He actually served. He actually fought. He stood side by side with his brothers and sisters in arms, facing real danger, making real sacrifices. He was out there on the front lines, while some others in the family only played soldier for a day or two to collect some cheap PR points. But no. They couldn't even bring themselves to mention his name, not even a nod, not even a single word of acknowledgement. Nothing, just silence. The kind of silence that echoes with pettiness and insecurity. And why? Because he dared to choose love and humanity over a toxic institution, because he refused to let Meghan, a brilliant, compassionate, self-made woman, be destroyed by the relentless attacks and lies. And let's not even start on the mention of Prince Andrew. We all know his story, and we know why the palace wants to keep him in the shadows. But Harry, to put him in the same category, to pretend he doesn't exist, to whitewash him out of history, it's appalling. And yet fans everywhere saw right through it. Right. People aren't blind. They saw the message, they saw the omissions, and they called it out. Some fans said, as much as Harry isn't part of it anymore, he still did serve. This day is about armed forces, not the royal family, and I still believe he deserves the credit. And they are absolutely right. Armed Forces Day is about honouring service and sacrifice, not scoring cheap political points within palace walls. Another supporter said, I don't think Harry deserves to be left out. He has probably the most active service of anyone since Prince Philip. And let's talk about that. Prince Philip, bless him, had an extraordinary naval career. But Harry carried that tradition forward. He didn't just inherit a uniform, he earned every single medal, every badge, every scar. The same fan continued, You forgot to mention Prince Andrew. But honestly, we all know Andrew's story is a different kind of scandal. It's a scandal of moral failure, a scandal of accountability avoided. Harry's scandal, loving a black American woman and daring to protect her. Imagine that. Love as a scandal. Harry's military service is beyond dispute. He founded the Invictus Games, a monumental global celebration of resilience and courage among injured veterans. That alone deserves more respect than half the ceremonial uniforms ever will. Yet here we are, watching the firm erase him from the narrative as if he never put his life at risk, as if he never fought for his country, as if he never inspired thousands of veterans to rise above their injuries and traumas. And Meghan? Let's not forget she has stood by Harry's side every single step of the way. She has uplifted him, encouraged him and stood with him at every Invictus event, every veteran's outreach, every moment he stepped forward as a true leader. Her unwavering support and love gave Harry the strength to keep fighting, both on the battlefield and in the battle for truth and justice against the media's vicious lies. We should all take a moment to appreciate just how strong they both are. Because even in the face of this latest snub, they carry on with grace and dignity. They don't scream into the void, they don't throw tantrums, they keep working, Keep building, keep inspiring. That's true nobility. That's what it means to be royal in spirit. Not because you wear a crown, but because you hold your head high and stay true to your values, no matter who tries to tear you down. And yet, the so-called royal experts and palace insiders continue to push this false narrative. They want us to believe that Harry and Meghan are irrelevant. But if they truly were irrelevant, they wouldn't go to such extreme lengths to exclude them. They wouldn't be living rent-free in these people's heads year after year. They wouldn't be at the centre of every conversation. They know that Harry and Meghan represent the future, a future built on service, compassion and authenticity. That terrifies the establishment because it exposes the shallowness of their own outdated, performative acts. So when the royal family posted that message and left out Harry, they didn't just snub him. They snubbed every single service member who feels forgotten and overlooked. They revealed that their public words of gratitude are nothing but hollow platitudes when they can't even acknowledge one of their own who has given so much. Harry has always said, "Service is universal," and those words ring louder now than ever. He lives those words every day, whether he's in a uniform, a suit or jeans with Archie and Lily in Montecito. He embodies them in his work with veterans, mental health advocacy and global humanitarian efforts. And Meghan, she embodies service too, from supporting women's empowerment globally to advocating for mental health and racial equality to simply showing the world that love can conquer even the ugliest attacks. She is the definition of a modern princess. We, the Sussex Squad, see them, we hear them, we stand with them, and we will not let them be silenced or erased. No matter how many Instagram posts or palace statements try to whitewash history, we will keep telling the truth. I want every single one of you listening right now to remember this. Harry and Meghan don't need the institution's approval. They have something far more powerful: the love and support of people who actually understand what real service looks like. They have us. So let's keep standing strong, let's keep amplifying their message. Let's keep showing the world what true courage and integrity look like. Because in the end, history remembers those who chose love, those who chose humanity, those who chose to be on the right side, even when it wasn't easy. And you know what? Let's take this moment to send Harry and Meghan our love, our gratitude, and our unwavering support. Let's remind them that they are not alone. Let's continue to lift them up louder than any snub, louder than any hateful headline, louder than any orchestrated smear campaign. Royal fans fume after Prince Harry and Prince Andrew snubbed in royal family message. Both the princes, who are no longer working royals for different reasons, were not mentioned in the message. Prince Andrew and Prince Harry were not mentioned in the post. Some royal fans have criticised an online post by the royal family that appeared to snub Prince Harry and Prince Andrew. To mark Armed Forces Day yesterday, a message was posted on official royal family social media channels, thanking everyone that has served in the military. It read, "Saluting all members of the military this Armed Forces Day. Thank you for your tireless service, protecting the UK and promoting peace overseas. We are hugely grateful for your efforts, often in the face of danger, and those of your loved ones providing support at home." The message also marked members of the royal family's service in the military with information about the roles in which the King, Prince William and the late Prince Philip have had. However, there was no mention of the King's youngest son, Prince Harry, who served for almost a decade, carrying out 2 tours in Afghanistan. There was also no mention of the King's controversial brother, Prince Andrew, who served as a Royal Navy helicopter pilot during the Falklands War. While Harry and Andrew are no longer working royals for different reasons, fans of the monarchy were not pleased that they were not acknowledged in the post. One fan wrote, "As much as Harry isn't part of it anymore, he still did serve. This day is about armed forces, not the royal family, and I still believe he still deserves the credit for this." Another said, "I don't think Harry deserves to be left out. He has probably the most active service of anyone since Prince Philip." Someone else wrote, "You forgot to mention Prince Andrew." A fourth commented, "I know that Harry and Andrew, for different reasons, are not mentioned. But Harry served in Afghanistan twice, and Andrew fought in the Falkland War. The royal family have not responded to these comments online. If you're with me on this, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. And if you feel moved to support this platform and help us keep spreading the truth, please consider sending a super thanks. Every contribution helps us keep this community strong and keep this mission alive. I love you all so much. Stay kind, stay fierce, and above all, stay Sussex strong. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep shining your light and keep fighting the good fight.